Warning, this is the OCG ban list. If by some miracle that the TCG ban list is not the same as this one, then disregard everything that I've said on what I'm about, everything that I'm about to talk about now. There's going to be two parts. The banned cards and the restricted cards, and the next part there's going to be the semi-limited cards and the unlimited cards. Okay, let's get to the forbidden cards. Fishborg Blaster. Well, what do you know? Fish, to be quite honest, I don't really know much about fish. I've never really played the deck that much. It's explosive, it swarms. A lot of people say he's pretty key to the deck. He does a lot of different things. I'm just making this up. Look, I don't know a lot about it. They've just got a whole shitload of fucking support in the new set, so I don't really think they've slowed the deck down all that much. If the only thing you're really intending to do is get Coelacanth out and swarm the field and synchro summon your fucking ass off from there, then there's still plenty of other fish there to do it. It's not really that big a break. They did limit formula, which you can make in there, and Hyper Library, which I think you can make in the deck as well, but it still doesn't change the fact that you can just put any old other fucking fish in there and probably achieve close to, if not the same result. But yeah, that's enough from me on that, because I don't really know that much about the deck or whatever. Next card is Mind Master Gusto Exodia OTK. I believe the TCG format is missing Kame Serenity of Gusto. That was the only card they were missing. It's pretty much the same as the Quillbolt OTK from last time round. People fear these more Konami fear these sort of decks because they know how good they can possibly get. They know that Mind Master and Mass Driver, they both start with an M. That's fucking coincidental, isn't it? Both those cards have had, an abusive history in the game of fueling and, being the catalyst for good OT and FTK decks. Enough said on that. Pretty much, fucking, the Gusto Exodia FTK, it's a bit drawn out. Like, you keep shuffling and drawing one and shuffling and drawing one, but in the end, it happens in the first or the second fucking turn. There's no inconsistency issues about it. It's the same as the old Fish OTK deck with Mass Drive. Very similar, goes off quick, gets in there, does its business and gets out, and it doesn't really waver from that too much. And this is just, not including the fact that you can just raw dog it and get a fucking really good hand with 3 or 4 Exodia pieces in it, which, even if you don't have the other cards in your hand, which obviously you're not going to have when you get, that many pieces. If you just fucking draw it, there's that much card draw in the deck anyway. You can get 3 pieces, you have 3 draw spells over the course of the next couple of turns, and before you know it, you've gone off anyway. So, Mind Master's fucked up. He's really, really good. There was plenty of fucking ways to get him out, which was basically, you needed that and the Brain Research Lab. But yeah, Mind Master was going to go. There was that and the deck that Amanda LaPalm or Dragon Jeweler Skull put up. That was pretty fucking nuts too. Well, it wasn't. That looked like it was something that was fairly consistent. I think she said that the only thing which stopped that was Effect Veiler, but you can say that for any creature. But Mind Master, yeah, he deserves to be banned. Giant Trunade, well, there's no explanation really. Everyone wanted fucking Giant Trunade gone. He was on the chopping block. In first spot you had Cold Wave, then you had Giant Trunade. It was bound to happen. If people don't want it, they don't want it. I suppose. Yeah, no, look, fucking getting a completely open fucking window, a clear path without no interaction and no distraction at all for one entire fucking turn is way more than enough to win in the game. I won't argue that point. That's almost the same point that I argue with Heavy Storm about how I don't think it should have came back. But at the same time, yeah, it has its pros and cons as well, but giant Trunade, it opens a big fucking hole, you know, it just pushes the curtains wide open and says, you know, if their guard's down, fucking KO them. That's pretty easy to do in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's not that hard, you know. Royal Oppression, okay, alright, they've got XYZs, they've got Synchros, they've just put Destiny drawback at 2, so they want more of it. They want, you know, you to fusion summon again. They want to make, you know, not just Synchros and XYZs good. We all understand marketing strategy, you know, let's not get this fucking all twisted up. I'm not saying that Synchros are gonna, you know, fusions or Synchros are gonna get pushed more. Of course they're gonna push the fucking new cards. Use your brain. But, you know, that in order to do that much special summoning, they have to fucking, you know, make it a little bit harder for you to, you know, fucking get in there and do the business yourself, not just lay down some card where you just pick away at each other's life points. You've got Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment, which probably do enough of that to begin with, you know, which tend to factor into the game pretty heavily without getting into a slanging match with a Royal Oppression on the field. You know, it's some people call it a cheap man, you know, a poor man's Solemn Warning, but in a lot of ways it's just as good. I mean, Solemn Warning's only once. This can just, if you're just normal summoning, or your deck really doesn't special summon all that much, you can just, Solemn Warning can fucking end games fast, you know, offering gadgets, you know, like fucking Frog Monarchs, anything that really doesn't special summon all that much. Is, you know, like Tengu plants can be badly hurt like by a card like that if they can't stop it, so I can understand that. Okay, moving on to the restricted cards, we have Blackluster Soldier, Envoy Beginning. Not much to say there. People were saying that, you know, they've been hinting at bringing it back for a while. It's obviously, you know, a fan favourite. A lot of people are really excited about seeing it come back. Like, you know, any old really good cards people are excited about. You know, Chaos Sorcerer, you know, it hasn't really had all that big an impact on the game, but a lot of the old dudes that used to be good back in the day, you know, like they're coming back. Bam, you know, like fucking, they're getting better again. People love it. People love nostalgia. That's the best thing about that. The Breeze Dragon at 1. Yeah, I reckon they could have done with doing this last format. You know, I mean, 2 was being generous. There's a lot of fucking shit it can get back. And, you know, if they're going to continue to promote little guys, then they can't really afford to have him around. You can't have little guys in the game and promote dragons at the same time. For them, it obviously doesn't fucking work. You know, like Orient Dragon, okay, people are saying, oh yeah, it's just a fucking rip-off of Bryonic. But, you know, some people collect dragons. In Magic and in Yu-Gi-Oh! And in other card games, people, you know, they collect them because, you know, dragons are dragons. People love dragons. What more can I fucking say? Next on the list we have, and don't say I told you so, but we have Lone Fire Blossom, and no, it wasn't banned, it was at 1, but it's like I said, it's a foolish burial on legs for plants. No wonder it got put to 1. I'm surprised they didn't fucking ban it. In my personal opinion, I think they're worse than, in my opinion, I think they're worse than, yeah, it's just bad, you know, like, forget what I was going to say. Lone Fire Blossom is just fucking screwed up, you know. You can throw any plant. You got a plant engine. Lone Fire Blossom does all the fucking business. Dandelion might lend you a hand in defense, or it might give you the extra numbers to tune into a synchro monster, but Lone Fire Blossom, you know, it's the fucking bomb. It's good shit. You know what? Alright, moving on. Legendary 6 Samurai Xian. Yes, it's one of the bunch now. It's just 1. Okay, you might have to throw 2 spells at it to kill it. You know, it's not all that fucking bad. It's pretty easy to deal with now. You know, every other decent sort of aggro / OTK, you know, creature heavy decks that tend to swarm, do all that good stuff that, you know, divides Yu-Gi-Oh communities by and large. It's great, you know, they're just one of the pack now. He's Tech Genesis Hyper Librarian. Again, you know, there's plenty of answers to him. Just stop him when he gets summoned, and there won't be no more shenanigans, you know what I mean? It's pretty easy. Blackthorn Heaven, Bottomless Trap Hole, Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, the fucking list goes on. There's plenty of ways to fucking, you know, to deal with him. He's not that big of a drama. Who cares, you know? 0, no. Just 1. Just fucking 1. Deal with him, you know? He's a promo card and people have been whinging him about him for ages. Who gives 2 shits, you know? I don't. I really fucking don't. He's at 1. That's good enough for me. I don't care. Formula Synchron. Yay, they're trushing plants more. Woohoo! Oh, fuck. Heavy Storm back at 1. Control decks get better. They've gone from slow to medium. They're not, you know, a Datsun or a Corolla or a V-Dub Bug. They're more like a Commodore now. They're not a Sports or a V6 or a V8 on your highway. They're just the good old-fashioned middle of the range family car. They get in there and they pull out along at their own happy pace. That's good stuff. Control decks are getting slightly better. Naturias, White Swarms. It's like they've got a new engine. They're getting better. I like this stuff. This is good. Primal Seed. Who gives a fuck? Hell's, yeah, BLS, but I don't fuck. Sheehan, Smoke Signal, and Pot of Avarice. Alright, make that quick. Pot of Avarice, you know, that's another fuck you to Tengu plants. You all know that. You know how much it fucking cycles. It's even not half fucking bad in, you know, junk doppel variants. And we have, last but not least, this list is seemingly getting less and less descriptive as we go along, because I said I'd do 2 parts in one article and there's 12 minutes gone. Holy fuck. Pot of Avarice, plants, yet again, you know, like, by and large, they just want to, obviously, they got too much fucking pride to get there and go, oh no, Tengu, you're hurt there, yeah, Reborn Tengu, get on the fucking stand. But sir, I'm a TCG, I didn't do no wrong. You can't do nothing to me. Alright. Get out of here. They drag Pot of Avarice up and they go, you're it. We'll blame you. Get going. Get out. You're going to 1. Be thankful you're not banned. Fucking arsehole. Anyway. My humour is shitty, but that's my thoughts on the banned and restricted cards for the OCG list. I'll be back next time with part 2 and the semi-limited and the unlimited. Hurrah. Peace.